Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Good afternoon. On behalf of the governing body of the City of Passaic, we welcome you to the July 6, 2023 reorganization meeting. In accordance with Chapter 231 Public Laws of 1975, adequate notice of this meeting was provided by a resolution of the Municipal Council adopted on June 13, 2023, setting forth the schedule of regular meetings for the year 2023-2024. Said notice was published and posted on the City Hall Bulletin Board by the Office of the City Clerk. Please be further advised, due to COVID-19, this meeting will be in person and virtual stream via Zoom. Public notice and instructions for this meeting was published in the Herald News and posted on June 30th, 2023, on the City of Passaic website, www.cityofpassaic.com. Council agendas. Instructions are also available on the last page of this agenda. Please be guided accordingly. Councilman Monk,
Present.
Councilman Love,
Present.
Councilwoman Mello,
Present.
Councilman Schwartz,
Present.
Councilman Garcia,
Present.
and Councilman Scheer.
Present.
Please rise for the invocation by Councilwoman Mello.
Heavenly Father, we want to thank you, Lord, for allowing us to meet this evening, Lord, for a reorganization, Lord. We ask you to please guide us as we embark on a new fiscal year, Lord, and we ask for your wisdom on every decision that we make, Heavenly Father. In your beloved name we pray. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'm going to read the statement of determination. I, Weatherly Frias, Municipal Clerk for the City of Passaic, relating to the municipal election held in the City of Passaic on the 9th day of May, 2023, for the election of 4 council members at large for the City of Passaic in the state of New Jersey. The municipal clerk does hereby determine that said election, the following candidates were elected: Maritza Colon Montañez, Tanya Mello, Chaim Monk, and Gary Scheer. I do hereby certify that the foregoing is a true determination of said election. Congratulations. We're going to take a brief recess for 5 minutes, and we'll be back at 7:12.
But it is resolved. Motion to reconvene? So move it.
Second.
Councilman Monk,
Yes.
Councilman Love,
Yes.
Councilwoman Mello,
Yes.
Councilman Schwartz,
Yes.
Councilman Garcia,
Yes.
Councilman Scheer.
Yes.
Now we will have our mayor, Hector C. Laura, swear in our council members. As I call your name, kindly step down. Maritza Colon Montañez.
you want to call anyone else up? Okay.
I want everyone to know that today with me, I'm using her Bible.
Beautiful. Please repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, and that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform all of the duties of the office of counsel at large in and for the city of Passaic, New Jersey, according to the best of my abilities and understanding. So help me God. Ladies and gentlemen, your newly sworn in councilwoman for the city of Passaic, Maritza Colon Montanier. No, you have to sign.
If I sign this, that means I don't have to jump out of a plane, right?
The privilege of the council president to instruct where are you to sit, or in the crowd, or where he chooses. Council president? Not yet? Okay, then apparently we have to get to that part first.
Mr. Mayor, there is room at the council.
Then I will make the honor. Please have a seat on the dais with your council members.
Tanya Mello.
Let the record show that Tanya Mello has her father holding the Bible. You want to do it this way or facing the crowd? This way? Okay. There you go, Jeremiah, you're good. Please repeat after me. I, Tanya Mello, do solemnly affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, and that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform all of the duties of the office of counsel at large in and for the city of Passaic, New Jersey, according to the best of my abilities and understanding. So help me God. Ladies and gentlemen, your newly sworn in councilwoman, Tanya Mello.
Haim Monk.
Please repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, and that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform all of the duties of the office of counsel at large in and for the city of Passaic, New Jersey, according to the best of my abilities and understanding, so help me God. Ladies and gentlemen, your councilman.
Gary S. Share.
I know I'm tempted. This is the only time I get you to repeat anything that I want. I hand over all my assets. No, right. All my resources and assets. Please repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, and that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform all of the duties of the office of counsel at large in and for the city of Passaic, New Jersey, according to the best of my abilities and understanding. So help me God. Ladies and gentlemen, your councilman.
Now we'll have nomination and sitting of council president. Can I please have a name for nomination for council president?
I move Gary Share for
Second.
council president.
Second.
Is there any other name? Hearing no names, we will move forward with council president chair. We have item number 1, resolution designating council president for a 1-year term to commence July 1st, 2023 and expire June 30th, 2024. Councilman Monk,
Yes.
Councilman Love,
Yes.
Councilman Mello,
Yes.
Councilman Schwartz,
Yes.
Councilman Garcia,
Yes.
Councilwoman Colon Montañez,
Yes.
and Council President Share.
Yes, thank you.
Congratulations.
Just on a very personal note, let me thank my colleagues for their incredible support and help and guidance all of these many years that we've all of us worked together. With that, I'd like to call upon each member of the council and following the mayor before we hear the hearing of citizens. Councilman Monk.
Thank you, Council President. It's a true honor to be able to sit here and to take the oath again and to know that the residents of the city are happy with the track that the city and this administration has taken over the last many years. To be here, to start my 29th year on the city council gives me pause to think about all the years that I've spent up here, the hours. And so I'm just reflecting back now of this journey, this 28-year journey. And I will say that the most enjoyable part of it has been the last couple of years working with my colleagues here on the council, and as well as the administration under the guidance of our mayor, Mayor Hector Lauro. I have witnessed more accomplishments in the city of Passaic over the last term and a half, two terms since the mayor has been here, that I've seen over the previous 20 years that I've sat up here. So it just makes it so much more enjoyable to work together with an administration, with the mayor and his team, and all the professionals and all the many various departments, and as well as my colleagues. And our hope is that we could continue this, the commitment that we have made to the city, to run the city in a way that's best for the residents, not what's best for us, but what's best for each one of you. That is our commitment, and we hope that we can continue that. And I'm very hopeful with this team, with the mayor, that we could make these next 4 years even more enjoyable than the previous 28 years. And thank you again for all of your support. All the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Monk. Councilman Lowe, please.
Thank you, Council President. First, I just want to thank the mayor for his leadership. I want to thank the First Lady for Team Passaic and your relentless effort in this election to bring back four great people, and I say back. Maritza Colon Montanez served the city well prior to being off the board or council, and she's back. And I'm sure she's coming back with a vengeance. So I'm going to duck every time I say something wrong. But all seriousness, she's badly needed here. Her experience, her commitment to this city is unparalleled to many. And I thank God that you're back. Okay. Thanya Mello has been my partner in crime since Maritza left, but I have two now to beat me up on each side now. But in all seriousness, they're the balance to this council. The council, first, they make us look good. That's the first thing. But second, they are the balance. That motherly instinct, that love. Sometimes some of us get in rooms and we fight a little more than we should, and we need those two to take us and separate us and make sure that we get the best product of what we're trying to produce. So I want to say congratulations, Tanya Mello, and to her family. I'll tell you, I still remember the first time Tanya Mello ran. She had now a grown woman on her side, dragging her through the rain, sleet, and snow campaigning. And that's the type of effort that we need on this council. So I just want to say welcome back. Councilman Monk, sometimes they confuse us, the public, uh, and we have to correct them and let them know that you're Love and I'm Monk. But
I'm full of love.
but in all seriousness, it's very hard to find a councilman who's this knowledgeable of the city finances and all aspects. Sometimes Councilman Monk keeps us here till about 12 o'clock at night with his questionings, but every one of them are on point. I have to thank him personally for making me a better council person and more aware of the challenge and the commitment that I made to city government. And I just want to say thank God as well that you're back on this council. Okay, thank you. Gary as chair, council president. Um, there's a lot that I want to say, but I'm not going to monopolize the time. I'm just going to paraphrase it and simply say thank you for your leadership over the many years of the city. Thank you for being a council president who keeps the core that's known throughout the state. We have some neighboring cities, and we're not going to mention any names, that what goes on in the council chambers are just deplorable. And I want to thank you personally for keeping that decor, as I said, and keeping us or helping us stay afloat and focused on what our city business is and not personally attacking each other and/or the citizens of this great city. Thank God that you're reelected and continue to do the great work you've been doing.
Thank you, Councilman Love. Councilwoman Miller.
Thank you, Council President. First of all, I would like to thank the mayor and Team Passaic for all the hard work during the last election. The First Lady, the counties, I mean, she gave it all. She kept us on our queue. I mean, she had Maritza and I, Councilman Monk and Council President. I mean, running on roller skates. But thank you, really appreciate it. Everything that you guys did. To the residents, thank you for that, for the vote, for the confidence, for electing us back. Without you, we wouldn't be here. My colleagues, my running mates, it was a fun journey. I mean, there were times I would come home tired and having to deal with a 2.5-year-old at that time was tough. But thank you, because you guys kept me going. Maritza, I look forward to the next 4 years. I mean, thank you. I mean, I really appreciate everything you've done, because even the time that you were not on the city council, you were still active, you were visible, and that's what we need. That is called leadership, and thank you. We welcome you back. We're glad to have you. Council President, Councilman Monk, thank you. I mean, you guys have really done a lot. 20-something years, along with Councilman Joe Garcia, Councilman Schwartz, and my partner here, Love. Thank you for all the years of servitude, because we see where the city is going, and there's no I in team. It is a collective work, and we look forward to the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Councilman Schwartz, please.
Thank you. First, congratulations, Maritza. It's very exciting to now have you as part of this board. And congratulations to the other Clay Monk, Tanya Mello, Gary Sher. One of the things that marks this council, which really defines it, is our consistent working together of trying to get through the issues to make Passaic a better place at the direction of Mayor Laura. And it is very satisfying that we've been able to do this. And it's really a result of the people that is a really cohesive group, and we really work together well. I'm very excited to be able to continue being our newest returning member. And I look forward to doing a lot more good things for Passaic. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Councilman Schwartz. Councilman Garcia, please.
Thank you, Mr. President. First of all, I would like to congratulate Councilman Monk, Councilwoman Mello, Councilman Gary Sher, Marisa Colon. Now I can make mistakes over here, but she can help me out. It's been a great experience this past election. Seems like the city of Passaic, like what the administration and this, along with this city council, is doing through all these years. It happens in the election. The way the election was turned over, it was a big election this time. Larissa, and I know that you work hard, but I'm looking forward to continue working in this city council with the rest of the council, with the administration. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Garcia. Councilwoman Maritza Colon Montañez.
Thank you, Council President, Chair. First and foremost, I would like to thank God, because with him, everything is possible. To my husband Slim, Alvin Montanez.
Two husbands.
I almost forgot your name. I am truly blessed to have you by my side, and I cherish all the support you have shown me. Thank you. To my children, Louis, Raphael, Jonathan, Alvin, Janice, thank you. Well, first of all, there's not going to be any more home cooked meals. It's over. Love you and thank you for all your support. To the voters, thank you for believing in me. I am deeply grateful for the opportunity you have given me to serve our community and be a representative of all your aspirations and concerns. I pledge to fulfill my duties with the utmost dedication, integrity, and transparency. Thank you. I wrote a book. To Mayor Laura, again, I hope I didn't sign off to fly off that plane. You're amazing. I want to extend my sincerest appreciation for your guidance, wisdom, and belief in my abilities. Your leadership and tireless commitment to our community have served a tremendous source of inspiration. We are fortunate to have you at the helm, leading Passaic towards a brighter future. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Oh my God, to Nikki Laura, our First Lady. Wow, you are an amazing woman. You ran an election campaign with a smile and calmness while making sure your children have the attention and love to keep them busy. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, Nikki. Team Passaic, I am proud to be a part of this great team. Thank you for all your dedication and passion, your belief in me, your countless hours of hard work has been instrumental to our success. I am honored to have you by my side. Thank you. To my sister Judy San- Sanchez, who's the Vice President of the Passaic Board of Education. When we went out to get the vote, boy, did you get out the vote. Your tactics are unbelievable. We had someone pass us by, did not want to know anything about voting, period. And you end up talking to his dog, and he turned around and was so amazed. And he said, "Give me that car. I'm voting for your team." So thank you. Where's Kiko? Kiko, you here? Oh my God. You ever go out, get out the vote with Kiko? So when they told us that we had to go out with Kiko, I said, okay, what's going to take an hour is going to take about 3 hours because Kiko knocks on every door and makes sure that you know who they are and their history. Thank you, Kiko. I appreciate it. To my poor co-workers at the Passaic Board of Education, who every day I made you look out your window and look at our great billboard. Thank you for your support. To my family and friends, I would name everyone, but we would be here all night because I have a lot of friends. Your unwavering encouragement and constant presence have meant the world to me. Your friendship has been an invaluable source of inspiration, and I am grateful for your belief in me. Thank you, guys. Ay, ay, ay. Poor Danny. To my campaign manager, President of the State Board of Education, Luis Danny Rodriguez. Thank you for your amazing support. I know it wasn't easy dealing with all my demands, but thank you. You did a great job. To my running mates and colleagues, thank you for accepting me with open arms. After today, I know we have a lot on our plate, and I am ready to work with you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. But last but not least, I have to thank my sister Mello, because I'm a sister now. Thank you. Thank you. And you made it here first before me. She's always late. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you. I am deeply honored.
With the council's permission, let me add a few notes of my own. Um, with all the kidding aside,
Yes, I'm sorry.
serving as a member of this council, serving as one of 8 people elected by this entire city to represent you, to represent your dreams and aspirations and those of your family, is an incredible, incredible honor. I will tell you that according to all of my records, Councilman Monk, you and I won our first election over 28 years ago. You were sworn in first, so you are the longest serving council member in the history of the city of Passaic.
Council President, with all due respect, it goes by looks.
That being the case, you are the longest serving council member. But I get to be the longest serving council president. Let me thank all of you. Let me thank Ricky for your jacket. It was an incredible election. And we won based on Mayor Laura's vision, based on Mrs. Laura's determination, based upon all of my colleagues' hard work and effort, and all of your hard work and effort to make it happen. The results were quite amazing. It was a landslide. It was not a few votes that separated us. It was a landslide. It was the people reaffirming their pleasure, their support at how Passaic is working. And Passaic is working. If you were at the fireworks, you could have heard the mayor directing things even then. I wasn't so sure that I was going to run for this term, but the mayor said that I better. It's hard for me to refuse the mayor. It's hard for me to refuse someone who in 6 years, as Councilman Monk said, has transformed this city, and not buildings, but people. People's attitudes, people's perceptions. My wife and I moved to Passaic 39 years ago. It has never been better than it is now. And each day keeps on getting better and better. And that's because of leadership. That's because of inspiration. That's because of dedication. We are so blessed in Passaic to have Mayor Laura as our mayor. We are blessed to have this council. And we are blessed to have you, each and every one of you. We have proved that we can make the difference. We have proved that this experiment called Passaic, which is as diverse could possibly be, and we have made it work. The good news is we should be very proud. The better news is we get to continue doing that work for the benefit of all. Mayor Laura.
Thank you, Council President. If I may allow me to make some acknowledgements of those who are here. I know she was mentioned, but I want to acknowledge the First Lady, my wife, Nicaudi's Laura, and all of our children that are here present. I'll take a quick point of privilege and also say thank you for your hard work. You volunteered the entire campaign, refusing to take 1 cent because of your words, and I'll share them verbatim publicly because she said them to me privately. She said she believes in these candidates, believes in these teams. She believed in each and every one of them. Said she wanted to be out there early in the morning to late at night, even with our kids, to ensure that the work would be done because she believed in the progress of this city. So I want to thank you for your efforts and your commitment. You take on so much. I'm going to go through the elected officials that are present just to make sure, as well as leaders and those who are appointed. We have our Board of Education President with us, Danny Rodriguez. Our Vice President of the Board of Education, Judith Sanchez. Our Commissioner of the Board of Education, Ron Van Rensselaer. Commissioner Leslie Zuniga. We have all of our directors and leaders from City Hall that are present. Thank you for being with us. We have Pastor Erwin Zeppi, who is here with us. Thank you, Pastor Zeppi. From More Than Friends, we have Miss Ethel Edwards, Dr. Elise Bourne Buxby. Our Housing Commissioner, Dr. Therese Hiller. Representative from Housing, Ms. Renee Griggs. We have former Board of Education Commissioner, Ms. Evelyn Robinson. And Chair of 6th Street, Ms. Katie Johnson. Senator, I have to add that. She will get on me if I forget that team. From Certified Angels and every successful organization in the history of the city of Passaic over the last 20 years, if she hasn't asked you for a donation to buy a raffle or to support the children, then you must not be from our area. Right. Miss Jermaine Gibson. Various business leaders, leaders of our seniors like Francine Wise and so many others. For the sake of time, and I'll share a little bit privately, that some of our board members are here at great sacrifice to them. They wouldn't tell you, but these are extreme religious holidays of fast and sacrifice, and they are here representing our city to ensure that these ceremonies can go forward. So I want to make sure that we're not long, but I do have some words that I want to share. First of all, like it has already been said, I thank God for the outcome of this election, because it is important that we begin there. If not, then all our labor would be in vain. I want to thank the voters as well for your support, for your commitment to be engaged in this most sacred process, this democratic process of electing representatives for our city. I want to thank each and every one of you for caring enough, not just on the day of election, but every day, whether it's with your objections or your support, or sometimes your counsel, constructive or otherwise. You make us stronger. You sharpen us as iron, and we thank you. To the elected council members, before I get to you, to those who didn't run, thank you for your participation and support, because you weren't on the ballot, but you recognize the importance of team, of being out there, of hosting events like Councilman Love at the barbershop, or Councilman Joe Garcia knocking on doors, or Councilman Schwartz going up and down and making sure that individuals are aware to vote, making phone calls and coming with us to the event and reminding people. We work together for the betterment of our entire city. To Councilman Monk, it's been said so often, even joked about, you ask many questions, but it's because you deeply care about the stewardship of the resources that we have, the impact, long-term impact on our entire city. You scrutinize, some may say hyper scrutinize, but you care enough to ask the tough questions, to study, to go through your packet, to find out who's doing what work and why, in order to make sure that we get the best service. That isn't glamorous, doesn't always make the papers, doesn't get featured on social media. Some may say, well, why not get people who are out there screaming and yelling? Because government is hard work. It's about studying and having good relationships with different layers of government. It's about making sure that you know the law and you know your job, because children's lives are at stake, their future, the services provided, public safety, infrastructure. Serious decisions need to be made, $90 million budgets, recreation for children who are in need, differing abilities, different challenges, families that do not have always to eat or may need a roof over their head. That's why it's so important to support serious individuals that take government seriously. To Tanya Mello, one of the most remarkable leaders that have come out of the city of Passaic, came up through our public school system, has volunteered, served, and supported our children and our families, has come to every single meeting, has truly cared about not just the vote before, but what happens after. And if things need to be changed, she stands up with conviction. She says no when she means no. She says yes when she means yes. If she extends her hand in friendship, it is because she means it. If she tells you that she will not stand up for something, it's because she does not believe in it. You are a person of character, of deep faith, of integrity. You care about representation. You want to make sure all people get the service they deserve. I thank you. More so, I admire you. You are a remarkable leader, and it is a privilege and an honor to support you. To our newly elected councilwoman, Maritza Colon Montañez. Maritza, I would say welcome to the council, but the truth is there is no reason to welcome you because you have remained involved. In fact, this is more of an elevation because you have served on our planning boards. You have been to every event. You go to every single community's events. You stand for yourself and you stand for others, and that is a testament to who you are as a person. You genuinely believe that the most vulnerable amongst us deserve a voice. You hurt when things go wrong. You have a remarkable way of going into this introspective state and saying, am I doing the right thing? Is there a different way I should be doing it? Not a lot of people have that quality. There's many who think my way is the only way. And you have the wisdom, the humility, the God-driven spirit. There's a lot of people who mention God, and then there's those who demonstrate it through their actions, because it's not about words. To make sure that everyone is considered. And many times at events, you'll come and whisper in our ear, you forgot this person. Don't forget that person. Make sure you take care of that. You bring people together. And that is amazing. And that's what we need. Your presence on those volunteer boards have made a great difference in our city. I want to thank you for your ongoing service and express my enthusiasm, my elation that you're back on this team because you deserve to be here. You and the council members that were elected, you are not the result of others. They definitely supported, but you earned your seats. You have worked hard. You have represented nobly and well with honor and distinction. And I say that publicly and mean it from the bottom of my heart, that I could not have supported you with more excitement and more genuine belief in your leadership. Thank you so very much. To our council president Gary Scheer, re-elected to council president unanimously. Don't let that pass over. Listen, this is called a council meeting, not a mayor's meeting. Mayors don't even have to attend. You can go to other cities and mayors don't go to council meetings. They don't want to be there. I haven't missed one because I love being here. I love seeing how this council is led. I love seeing the debates. I love seeing the work. I love seeing the experience and the wisdom you have brought to this office, the decorum, the civility, the professionalism. You have led in a way that has been an example to all, has inspired leaders like myself to want to be like you. In fact, I'll say that publicly. Assemblyman Scheer is one of those unique and rare leaders in his office in the state that makes sure that though he represents a big district, his home receives the lion's share of resources, millions of dollars up to the hundreds of millions for schools, for infrastructure, for nursing homes, to rescue hospitals, to ensure that our police are receiving support and our fire department. As council president, you listen to your colleagues, you consider. I've even seen you, rarely, but I've seen you change your mind and say, all right, you guys outvoted me on this one. To later say, you guys were right. In those times, you have taught me so much to learn when to step back, when to lead forward. I have seen lesser men come against you. I've seen great men emulate you. Said it last night or the nights before, and I'll say it again. I've seen young people be mentored by you. I've seen groups become united as a result of your most wise and strong leadership. This city is a better city because you chose to lead here. What he said is correct. I was adamant that he runs again. I'm adamant that he runs over and over and over because I believe in leadership. I believe in the results of leadership, not in the words that people say, but in the results of their actions. I have seen you be the same man in the state, in this or on this dais in this city, and privately at home with your family. I've seen you take time to lift up your grandchild, to put everything aside to be with your family. I've seen you sacrifice so much, whether you're facing challenges with your community, with your faith, with your home, or otherwise, to be here late at night to do the work of the people. You have voted unanimously again to be council president because you've earned that. You've earned that title. And it is a pleasure for us to work with you because you never used that title to impose upon others, but to listen to every single one of us and build us up united. I'm honored to call you a colleague. I'm privileged to say you're a mentor. It is with the deepest expression, genuine love and care, that I call you my friend. And I say, and I believe that I am not going too far when I say I speak on behalf of those that we serve together and those who know you, that we could have no better council president leading for this time in our city. And ladies and gentlemen, make no mistake, there is historic investment in our city, incredible development. There's expansion of programs and initiatives that will benefit generations to come, not a result of the work of one man, but the result of the collective efforts of an amazing team led by incredible people. We don't always agree on everything, because you know my line, not uniform in our belief or our approach, but united, united in a common vision for a greater tomorrow, a more stable today, and a preservation of yesterday for all of our communities. We're going to continue the progress. I was again excited to support you on your re-election, on you, Maritza Colon Montañez, on your elevation and return back to the sea, and excited to publicly state Councilman Garcia, Councilman Schwartz, Councilman Love, we're ready for next, because together there's so much more to come. Thank you, and God bless you.
We are on the agenda, ladies and gentlemen. If you have an agenda, if you'd like to follow with us, if you don't have an agenda, you can get on the Passaic City website. There you will find tonight's agenda as well as background information on all resolutions and ordinances which are before the council. We're now up to hearing of citizens. In accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act, NJSA 10:4-1 et sec, the council opens every public meeting for comments of the public. However, in accordance with NJSA 10:4-12, nothing in this act shall be construed to limit the discretion of a public body to permit, prohibit, or regulate the active participation at any meeting. Therefore, the city council will not entertain comments from persons who communicate obscene material, make statements which are considered bias, intimidation, in which any person attempts to intimidate any individual or group because of race, color, religion, handicap, sexual orientation, or ethnicity, or makes personally offensive or abusive, defamatory, or profane comments, intending to harass or speak any offensive or abusive language. The person who makes these statements will relinquish their time in public discussion. If you are at home and watching the proceedings tonight, we invite you to participate in this hearing of citizens. To do so, we ask you to please call 929-436-2866. That's 929-436-2866, and enter the meeting ID number 898-9261-2341. That's 898-9261-2341, and please press *9. I'm going to ask a personal favor, if I may. As the mayor mentioned earlier, um, the members of the Council of the Jewish Faith are observing today a fast day, which means that we have not eaten since about 5 o'clock in the morning. Um, our voices are gravelly, or at least mine is. I apologize to you for that. Um, and what I really like to ask is that if you would like to speak, we invite you to, but if everyone could please limit their comments to 2 to 3 minutes rather than the traditional 5. I know that on my behalf, Councilman Monk and Councilman Schwartz would be most appreciative. We don't want to stifle any conversation that you might wish to have, but just as a matter of exhaustion and hunger, and I could use a cup of coffee like you wouldn't believe. But at this time, ladies and gentlemen, is there anyone who would like to address the council? Please.
Good evening, John Willis, homeless, Passaic, New Jersey. This is just some timestamps from the mayor on his Facebook, just some questions or whatever. I just want to go through it and we can elaborate later. So on June 13th, 2023, Mayor Laura put on Facebook, very productive, excuse me, productive meeting today at Passaic City Hall, collaborating with our Passaic School District Superintendent, Administration, Board President, Vice President, and the City Hall staff to bring exciting opportunities for our young people and families in our city. Excuse me. Now, I prepared this a couple hours and I was just really moving fast with this, but I need all my 5 minutes, if you don't mind.
They are yours.
All right. So that was June 13th. Now, in the backdrop of those photos was, let me just. Sorry, should have been a little bit. That's why I need all my 5 minutes. 1 second. This is the June 13th meeting, and this is the background in June 13th for everybody to see. All right, the background. That's when you was having a meeting with your staff, superintendent, administrators, board of educators, officials, or whatever. So I asked the mayor, do you want to elaborate on what are some of the opportunities that y'all discussed, and what are some of the plans for the kids and community? The mayor replied, this the mayor replied right here. Hector Carlos Lloyd, John Willis Jr. I definitely will once they are finalized. This post is a glimpse into meetings that demonstrate collaborations and efforts of working together and sharing ideas for future activities and initiatives before they are finalized and presented for the community participation. June 19th, fast forward. It was a lot going during that time. And I'm just saying this because this is the week during Juneteenth, from the 13th to the 19th. Significant to me. June 19th, 2023, Mayor Hector Lloyd. Excited to welcome back astronaut Dr. Ellen Ochoa, first ever woman of Hispanic descent to go to space and first ever Hispanic director of the Johnson Space Center. She accepted my invitation to return to our wonderful city of Passaic to share a bit about her new children's STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math bilingual book series titled We Are All Scientists at our Passaic school named after her, our Ellen Ochoa School 22, with Principal Miss Parker. June 21st, 2023. Now, June 19th, that was significant. We could have, now I just say that because we have a lot of prominent Black leaders, Black scholars, Black intellects I believe that we could invite it like Cornell West is to come speak to the children. And we have just like I have friends locally or whatever that I believe could have came as Charles Barker, a commissioner for the Cannabis Regulatory Commission. That's from this community. That's very productive. And I, just highlighting some of the people that could have spoke during that time to Black people. I'm just speaking for the minority of the minorities, especially in this city, the minority of the minorities. But fast forward, on June 21st, 2023, you put on Facebook, excited to share Dr. Ellen Ochoa has been picked up safely, and we are on our way to Passaic. And that's just another thing, what I'm just saying. From June 13th, the mayor, I believe, endorsed or promoted this book. He accused me when I saw him June 24th, across the street from ShopRite for the veterans thing for veterans homelessness.
Thank you,
Mr.
sir.
Willis,
I'm
your time
sorry.
is up.
Excuse me.
Your time is up. No, your
No
time is
problem.
up.
I will be at the next council meeting, and I'll pick
We'll
up where we
look-
left off.
We'll look forward to
Thank
seeing
you. I appreciate you. Thank you. So we left off on June 21st.
Sir, your time is up.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Anyone else
Quick
like
5
to
minutes.
address the council this evening?
Yes, Ari Mack.
Yes, sir.
I would like to speak to the council
I'm
about
sorry.
um
Weatherly, what's going on, please?
I think Mr. Mack believes that he was called upon. Mr. Mack, there's someone at the podium. I believe the council president, the clerk will call upon those online. Sorry.
Thank you, Mayor. Yes, sir.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, members of the council, and Mayor Laura. My name is Demir Rouse. I'm here today to raise concern about a city dispatcher who I believe is abusing her position at City Hall to harass and obstruct my role as a father to my child. Multiple false reports have been filed against me in the city, including a recent baseless restraining order that caused
Sir,
me to.
excuse me, just one moment. If I can ask you to just hold on for a moment.
Yes,
If we
sir.
can freeze this time. Susie. Sorry for the interruption, sir. Please.
No problem. Um, Multiple false reports have been filed against me in this city, including a baseless restraining order that caused me to miss 2 court dates and be detained. It was put in by you guys' system that I was served with this restraining order. I was never served with the restraining order. I don't know how, but that's the situation that I had to deal with. I'm currently consulting with a lawyer and considering a lawsuit against the city of Passaic and all parties involved. I respectfully urge the members of this council to thoroughly investigate these allegations and to take immediate action to stop this behavior. Outside on the Jumbotron, it reads, "We pray together for healing, justice, peace, and unity, and we stand together against all injustice." I hope that sentiment holds true for the esteemed members of the council and Mayor Laura. Thank you for listening to me. Lastly, I'd like to congratulate the recently elected council members. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We have someone who was on the screen before.
Yes, sir. We have Mr. Mack.
Mr. Mack. Can you hear us?
yes, I could hear you.
Yes, sir.
I'd like to address the council a few things, and I'd like to message the mayor about Van Houten and High Street. Apparently, we're not getting anything done, so I'd like to address the council about this issue. People are getting hit by cars on Van Houten and High Street, and I am very frustrated about it. And our city is not safe by having a two-way stop sign over there. And number two, and I've been living in this city over 22 years, And over the past
Not getting
22
your
years,
audio, sir.
excuse me?
It's stating here the internet connection is unstable.
I'm saying that over the 22 years that I lived in the city of Passaic, that corner is terrible. Van Houten and High Street needs to be fixed, and we need to get something done ASAP. So please get something done as soon as possible because we need that corner safe. This city needs to be fixed, and we need it done now. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else wish to address the council?
It was serious. He said now. Good evening. My name is Renee Green. 23 Aspen Place, apartment 6C. First, I want to say welcome back, Melissa. Welcome back. Congratulations to everyone. Just sitting there, I just wanted to piggyback on something Councilman Love said. The city that shares our county and the same initial. Thank you, Council President Scheer, for always making us look good and having decorum and respect, even to the citizens you may not even want to hear from. And sometimes that's me. But I did want to say at this time, I know she left, I want to say to Mayor and Mrs. Laura, thank you. Because over the last 2 years, I had some pet projects. And when the mayor told me that he was giving up his space and then saw me at one of the Optimist events and ran up on me and said, Renee, I decided to keep the space available, just not for campaigns, not just for Team Passaic, but for the citizens of Passaic. I am one of those citizens that you allowed to use the room. You have allowed me to help my church raise money to repair our roof before it did cave in. You have allowed me and your wife to use the room to help the Passaic Chiefs organization when my grandson swore he was not coming home as the quarterback of the A team without that championship, and he did. They were losing. He saw that last play. He intercepted the ball and ran it in. And he asked me to help his team. And through you helping me, I was able to raise over $2,000 for the Passaic Chiefs. And my pet project, last year I lost my mother to her battle with cancer. I was feeling sorry for myself until I looked out the window and realized I had 60 plus years with my mother. And what happens to the little kid that may not know their mother? I have a little baby boy in my building, just turned 2 years old, would never know his mother, would never know his mother. And you had allowed me to use the room to raise money, to be a blessing to these kids, to buy them game systems, bicycles, gift cards, whatever their hearts desire, Easter baskets, stuff like that. So I do want to say thank you. Passaic is moving in a direction. We are not always going to agree. That's just human life. I could ask my grandkids what we gonna buy for dinner, and it's 3 always against 1, them 3 against me, and sometimes they don't even agree. So I do want to say congratulations to everyone. Thank you for making Passaic look good now that we on closed circuit TV. Mayor, I always said, you do get criticized a lot for your Facebook Live and your promotions, but I just said to the young man there, if I ever decide to buy something in Passaic, you'll be the first one I invite to promote my business.
Is there anyone else who would like to address the council?
Evelyn T. Robinson.
Good evening. Joe Conoscenti, 170 Broadway. Council President, to the mayor, I would like to know who's paying for the flags that were put on Passaic Avenue and the future of City Hall and Armory Park. My next question is, why are we purchasing a 2023 mid-size SUV for the code enforcement? When you have all these vehicles behind the substation, you have vehicles behind the police station. Why can't they be used or turned over to code enforcement to use it? My next question is to the mayor. To the mayor, I would like to know if possible next year to have the 4th of July at the Passaic Stadium. Item, the resolution for item 21 on the last meeting we had. Awarding contract for design and construction management for Colonel Johnson Park improvements, City of Passaic. I would like to know what that's about, and if possible, if you're gonna fix it up, if a plaque could be put on there for Colonel Johnson. Item 19, authorizing of the Passaic of waiving property taxes for real property located at 413, 417 Paulson Avenue. Why is the property tax being waived? My next question to the mayor, why can't we have tables, barbecue grills in all the parks? These are my questions I have.
Good, thank you, sir. Is there anyone else who'd like to address the council? Yes, please, ma'am.
Good evening, everyone. Evelyn T. Robinson, 222 6th Street. I just want to get up and congratulate everyone. I always thought that's what the reorganization was for, to congratulate you, to encourage you. And I want to thank you. And yes, I suffer sometimes from insomnia, so I watch other folks at city council. One time I was up to, it was 4:30 in the morning. I couldn't sleep. I could not believe the lack of decorum, the lack of how would I say, accountability to the residents who were in that council chambers. Council members were walking up and down, residents were talking, they were walking away. And you're right, the mayor, you never see him there. And I think it's a shame and it's a disservice. And I am proud of 07055. I'm always saying that. I always call him mi alcalde, because that's what he is. That's my mayor. And when I said, and I tell folks, my mayor's better than your mayor. My council's better than your council. And Pulaski is not giving up the fireworks. Not doing it. No. I'm usually in Long Branch. I've been doing it for 20-something years before you started this. And for the first time, we really thought we stayed down there for the holiday. And Ocean Fest is the largest, it's the largest 4th of July in the state of New Jersey. I mean, vendors and everything. We thought it was good. We heard thunder and we said, okay, let's leave. The sun came out. We were on by exit 130. I'm like, what the heck? I said, oh, good, we get a chance to see Passaic. I was so happy to be there. I stood by Hudson. I didn't know the fireworks were gonna be over my head. We heard this boom, and I'm like, whoa. And you just see me trying to videotape the residents. It was so much fun. And so, don't change it. God bless you all. God bless you. And Ritz, that's just where you're supposed to be. Right there. Right there.
We don't have 80 million to redo the stadium.
Madam Clerk, do we have anyone on the wire?
No, sir.
I move to close the public portion.
Second.
Motion and second to. Before I close, I'm sorry. Is there anyone else who wanted to speak? Very good. We have a motion on the table to close. Motion was firsted and seconded. Roll call, please, on the motion to close public hearing.
Councilman Monk,
Yes.
Councilman Love,
Yes.
Councilwoman Mello,
Yes.
Councilman Schwartz,
Yes.
Councilman Garcia,
Yes.
Councilwoman Colon Montañez,
Yes.
and Council President Shear.
Yes, thank you. We are now up on our agenda to Roman numeral 5 annual resolutions. Number 2 is a resolution authorizing official newspapers for the year July 1, 2023 to June 30, 2024. Next, resolution designating city council's representative to the planning board of the city of Passaic for a one-year term, July 1st, 2023 to June 30, 2024. And the fourth is a resolution appointing commissioner to the Passaic Redevelopment Agency. For item number 1, is there any discussion? Item number 2 designates the city council's representative to the planning board. Councilman Schwartz, you've held that position for how long? You probably know the job better than anyone else. Is there any?
It's yours.
Councilman Garcia? Very good, sir. Are there,
Second.
motion and second. Are there any other nominations for Councilman Schwartz? Roll call, please, for Councilman Schwartz.
Councilman Monk,
Yes.
Councilman Love,
Yes.
Councilwoman Mello,
Yes.
Councilman Schwartz,
Yes.
Councilman Garcia,
Yes.
Councilwoman Colon Montañez,
Definitely.
and Council President Shear.
Yes, thank you. Number 4, resolution appointing commissioner to the Passaic Redevelopment Agency. That is from the council or from the mayor?
Mayor.
That is from the mayor. And I believe the mayor has made an appointment. Mayor Laura, may we ask? Very good, sir. So we're ratifying number 4. Is there a motion, please, to
So
accept
move it, Council President.
resolution appointing a commissioner to the Passaic Redevelopment Board? We have a first and a second roll call.
Councilman Monk,
Yes.
Councilman Love,
Yes.
Councilwoman Mello,
Yes.
Councilman Schwartz,
Yes.
Councilman Garcia,
Yes.
Councilwoman Colon Montañez,
Yes.
and Council President Shear.
Yes, thank you. Did we do the official newspapers, Madam Clerk?
No, you did not, sir.
Very good. May we have a motion, please,
So
to
move
Second.
authorize official newspapers? Roll call, please.
Councilman Monk,
Yes.
Councilman Love,
Yes.
Councilwoman Mello,
Yes.
Councilman Schwartz,
Yes.
Councilman Garcia,
Yes.
Councilwoman Colon Montañez,
Yes.
and Council President Shear.
Yes, thank you. Under communications and petitions, we have items 5 through 10. Are there any questions, please, on items 5 through 10? Seeing no lights at this time, is there a motion, please, to accept 5 through 10?
So move it.
Motion and second, please. Roll call.
Councilman Monk,
Yes.
Councilman Love,
Yes.
Councilwoman Mello,
Yes.
Councilman Schwartz,
Yes.
Councilman Garcia,
Yes.
Councilwoman Colon Montañez,
Yes.
and Council President Shear.
Yes, thank you. Number 11, is there a motion, please, to accept?
Move it.
Motion
Second.
and second. Roll call, please.
Councilman Monk,
Yes.
Councilman Love,
Yes.
Councilwoman Mello,
Yes.
Councilman Schwartz,
Yes.
Councilman Garcia,
Yes.
Councilwoman Colon Montañez,
Yes.
and Council President Shear.
Yes, thank you. Resolutions. Resolution number 12. Number 12 is a authorizing closed executive session. Do we need closed executive session? Mr. Fernandez? Mr. Mayor, sir? Members of the council?
No.
Very good. Why don't we take 12 off? And that brings us to Roman numeral 8 on our agenda. Mayor's report. Mr. Mayor.
Very quickly, I want to thank our business administrator, Rick Fernandez, Kathy Martin, for all their hard work in making sure that our ceremonies go well and the work of the city continues forward. Very briefly, our four-way stop sign going to Van Harmon and High Street and continued efforts as requested by the council, which we already started. The flags were paid by the city, the stadium. In terms of fireworks, Ms. Evelyn Robinson already answered that. Colonel Johnson Park, yes, we can do a monument there. Tables, we have tables at every park. There are parks that have obviously barbecue stands, and we look to do that at the county park in unison with Pulaski Park. And lastly, after the ceremonies, we will have refreshments at the senior center. Come by and get some food. We have delicious treats for you in honor of our council members. Maybe we'll send some coffee home to Council President Shear, who is in real need of some. That is the extent and the end of my report. Thank you.
Any comments from members of the council? Ladies and gentlemen, you have been magnificent and patient and kind. And we thank you so much for coming to support candidate that you supported in the most recent election. That being the case, Mr. Mayor, we thank you, sir, as always, for your vision and guidance. Is there a motion to adjourn, please?
So move.
Motion, is there a second? Motion and second to adjourn. Roll call.
Councilman Monk,
Yes.
Councilman Love,
Yes.
Councilwoman Mello,
Yes.
Councilman Schwartz,
Yes.
Councilman Garcia, Councilwoman Colon Montañez,
Yes.
And Council President Chair.
Yes, this meeting is adjourned.
Yeah,